Are you ready for this? I truly think one of my biggest regrets in life is that we didn't have more kids. Our kids still don't know. They have been begging for this for a really long time, but I still think they're gonna be shocked. I got so many goodies from Thrive Market. They sponsored this video. Okay, Spath family life update. We are getting a puppy. I never thought I would say that. I'm not a dog person. I've actually had very traumatic experiences with dogs when I was a kid. This is not something I wanted. Truly, I think my biggest regret in life is that we didn't have more kids, but it's gonna be a dog. I think, you know, after we had Nathaniel, we were not ready for more kids. I was very unhealthy. Chris was very unhealthy. We were just not physically in a place where we could have handled it, emotionally, mentally, all that kind of stuff. And then by the time we did get healthy, some of us were too old. So, you know, we've just moved on with life and realized that we were like, you know, our family was complete. The kids have just been begging for a dog for so long, and I think we just kept putting it off, not wanting to add chaos into our lives. But I think at this point, I kind of sat down with Chris recently and he's a huge dog person. Sat down with Chris recently and I was like, you know, it's kind of now or never. The kids are 9 and 12, almost 10 and 12, and they're the perfect age to handle this type of responsibility. They put together a PowerPoint presentation recently, pitching to us like why this is the right time to add a dog to our family. And so we've been talking to somebody about getting a puppy for a really long time. We kind of thought it was going to be end of this year, maybe even early next year. We actually got a phone call about a week and a half ago saying that they ended up with an extra puppy and we could come get it immediately. The timing kind of worked out. We're in California. Chris was already going to be in California to go snowboarding, and my mom was in town visiting, and so I actually made up an excuse. I flew out yesterday to San Diego. Chris drove down after his snowboarding trip, and I met him here. The kids, my mom is here, they have no idea. So they just thought I was coming out here to have a little mom and dad 24 hours alone, and then I'm actually gonna drive back. Chris is driving, obviously. I'm gonna drive back with Chris, but I was too worried about this poor little puppy being stuck in a crate or traumatized on this, 6-hour drive home. So Chris has got an extra set of hands. We've grabbed a bunch of puppy supplies. I have a bunch of stuff that we ordered that's at the house that's hidden. So yeah, let's go do it. I thought ahead and I ordered a Thrive box that's full of really healthy swaps for my family and also the new addition to our family. So I got some puppy stuff in here. I got some stuff for the kids. I got some stuff for me and Chris, and I had it sent ahead. So it was already going to be here by the time we got home. And instead of having to go to 4 or 5 different stores, I got everything all shipped in one box for free shipping. So let me show you what I got. Okay. Stuff for the kids. They love the Simple Mills crackers, grain-free crackers. We love that. And then I got piles of meat sticks. These are chicken pizza flavored. I also got Chris some fiery habanero meat sticks, different flavors of pork rinds that I can never seem to find in the store. I got some salt in here. I got some animal fats for cooking, more meat sticks. I love that these are beef and cheese sticks. So perfect combination for baseball game snacks, when my kids are having to pack a lunch, road trip, dog stuff. I got some of these little mini dog friendly bone broth. So you could pour this over their food, or you can make a little freeze stuff. Look, nutrition is so important for us as humans and it keeps us healthy. So why wouldn't it matter for dogs also? So I've been doing tons of research about what to feed, and this is free range chicken bone broth that you can pour over or make some little freezy stuff out of. I got some omega oil to put on his food. Also, pumpkin is really good, probiotic for dogs. And as he's transitioning off of the food that he was kind of brought home on into a raw diet that we're gonna do, having some pumpkin probiotics is gonna be great for his system. And then we are looking for clean, non-toxic, all natural animal products for his chew toys and things. And so I got some beef ear chews. So everybody's gonna be happy with this haul. We got puppy food, we got stuff for Chris and me, got stuff for the kids. And guess what? I didn't have to go to a whole bunch of different stores. And like, I'm gonna put some of these sale prices up here. You would not even believe how much cheaper this was, and save me so much time not having to go all these different places. So if you haven't checked it out yet, you can go to thrivemarket.com/LauraSpath. You get 30% off your first box, and you get a free gift worth up to $60. It's a great time to check it out. I'll put the link down below as well. So thanks to Thrive Market for sponsoring this video. Okay, we are officially on the road. We had a very calm first 45 minutes. I was like, oh, maybe I didn't need to fly out here after all. This is going to be so easy. He curled up and went to sleep pretty immediately and slept for about 45 minutes. And then unfortunately he woke up and got a little car sick, which is very normal with puppies. We picked him up from just east of San Diego and driving back to Gilbert. And so it's like a little over a 5-hour drive. So he made it. I was like, oh, he's not crying. He's not sick. But it's so windy here and the car is just kind of rattling, and I think maybe that contributed to it. So he got a little sick. We stopped, did a little potty break, cleaned some stuff up, and I gave him a little treat, a little food and water, and now we're back on the road again. So I'm hoping he doesn't keep getting sick. He looks like he finished his little stuff and he's gonna go right back to sleep, but we'll see how it goes. A lot of the drive leaving San Diego is just really hilly. There's like a 6% grade. It's up and down. So it's kind of no wonder that poor little puppy got sick right about this time. And it was so windy too. So Chris was like really gripping the wheel and the whole car is just kind of shaking. Also, just in general, puppies getting car sick is pretty normal. Their inner ear is not fully developed. And so we're kind of reading about it. Unfortunately, it's a little bit normal, especially when you're doing this big of a car ride for his first time, but we'll probably take it easy for a little while. After getting sick, though, he was such a good boy, and he ended up sleeping for about another hour and a half. We drove through El Centro, California, which is where the Blue Angels actually practice, and they were doing a lot of like training runs or something while we were going through there, so that was cool. Chris is like a big aviation nerd, so we were watching all of the Blue Angel airplanes do all kinds of crazy formations. It was hard to get on video, but it was pretty fun to watch as we were driving through. And we got little man here having some kind of bad dream. He was like running in his sleep. He's mostly unbothered, but he was trying to chase those planes, I think. Okay, so we're doing a little potty break. I think we have a little pee pad back here. We're giving him some water and a little bit of food. We went about an hour and a half and he pretty much slept the whole way. So we're in Yuma now and he did great and didn't pee in his crate and he didn't get sick again. And so this is kind of the best setup because he can't be out on the ground right now and it's so windy. So it's just cold and windy and he's got his little puppy coat. So this is what our potty break stops look like on the way back, huh? We're gonna play a little bit and rub bellies and then go back and take another nap, right? Yes. Can you believe this is me with a dog? Have I ever been this affectionate with a dog in my life? No, I am very invested in making sure you're trained properly so we have a good relationship. Okay? I'm very scared of you being wild forever because I think we won't have such a good relationship if that happens. Okay? I'll tell you this. We don't really have a name yet. We have a short list of names. He had a name already, but the kids will want to change it. But the kids, since they don't know about it, we're going to wait and let them contribute. Once he got settled back after pottying, Chris and I stopped and got gas, and then each decided to eat our lunch. Hopefully we'll give him some carnivore snacks one day, but not quite yet. Unfortunately, right as we were getting back on the road, ready to head out from Yuma, puppy got sick one more time. I don't know if it was maybe just stopping and starting again, but unfortunately, little guy lost all the food he'd eaten. So
we stopped, got him cleaned up, and then got back on the road again. And thankfully the drive kind of straightened out after this. He really did, just such a good boy. I don't think he fussed one time the whole time he was in there. He mostly just slept. But I'm sure it just was a lot of commotion for his first day away from the only home he knows.
That's a good boy. Can you go potty? Can you go potty? Oh, yes. Yes. You want some water?
Okay, so we stopped. We're literally like 1 block from our house, and we let the dog have like a good big potty in the back one more time, and he got nice and wiggles out, and now he's so calm. And well, he was not gonna be calm, but he pottied, and now he's ready to go meet his new brother and sister. Can you believe it?
No.
Penelope, are you shocked? Isn't he so cute? He's so cute. Sit down with him, buddy.
I need you.
Say, come get it.
Hey, let's sit. Good boy. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay, we're gonna see how this is gonna go, if he's gonna let me hold him for a second. He knows I got a treat in my hand. What do you think, buddy? Well, it has been 24 hours. We've been home for about 24 hours, and he's doing really well. He's obviously a little hyper puppy, but he's learning how to be calm. And actually, oh, he wants my microphone. Actually, we're really shocked. He slept great through the night last night. I don't know if I said this. Did I say like what kind of breed he was yet? He is a golden retriever mixed with a King Charles Cavalier Spaniel. So he likely will be about 30, 35 pounds when he is fully grown. You could see in his ears, he like looks a little spaniel, but a lot of them, he just looks like a little golden retriever. And the kids and Chris and I all sat down and decided that his name is Angus, which we feel like is very fitting for our family. So we're excited to welcome Angus to the family. Obviously it's going to be an adjustment, but it's one that we are like fully ready to welcome this little guy in. So we're super proud. 1 potty accident yesterday, 1 today. I almost was going to come on here and say we've had none today, and we just had 1. So obviously to be expected. But he's doing great. He actually slept perfect last night and didn't whimper 1 time, which we were kind of preparing ourselves for the worst. We just got to like give him lots of distractions from his little shark teeth. So thanks guys. Hope if you made it to the end, obviously you're super thrilled and interested in what this little guy brings to our family. We'll keep you posted. If you have any other questions or advice, we'll take everything we can get. You can comment them down below. Say bye. Bye-bye. While the kids take showers and have dinner, I am going to let Angus work on his freeze bone that I made with a little bit of this food and that bone broth from my Thrive box.
Just a reminder, don't forget to check out Thrive Market. If you join today, you get 30% off your first order and a free gift worth up to $60 plus free shipping on orders over $49 with all kinds of goodies for everybody 2-legged and 4-legged in your household.